Welcome to another edition of Boxing Info. I'm your host, The Islander, and I know it's been a while since we've done a video, but as I've told you in the past, I've been very busy, and I don't think I've really recovered from the, I guess you call it blowback or collateral damage that's become of the Pacquiao Timothy Bradley decision. I know there's been a lot of stuff that's happened since then. I'm going to try to keep these videos a lot shorter, and the reason why I say this is right after Amir Khan fought Danny Garcia, I made a video and it was like about an hour long, and I thought to myself, there's no way I'm uploading this. It'd take too long for people to watch, and there's too much stuff covered. So I think a lot more shorter videos is probably the way to go. Also, I'm dealing with, you may see the background's different because I'm dealing with a new camera. This is what was being used for all these years back since 2007, and for some reason it does not want, it sat on a tripod and it does not want to work correctly anymore, at least not consistently anymore. So I had to break down and go on to Haye Dereck and get like a, actually it is kind of working now, let's see. Let's see you guys, yep, I see you guys. Alright, anyhow, pain in the butt, basically have to record the tape and into the computer and then make the file and then upload it and this and that, whereas this one's being recorded directly into the computer and it is basically live. Alright, so what I want to talk about in this video, and try to keep it very short, is the fight between David Haye and Dereck Chisora. This was much anticipated. There was all sorts of backlash of whether or not they were going to be allowed to fight because of their behavior at the Vitaly Klitschko Dereck Chisora post-fight press conference, blah 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 blah. The fight ended up coming off anyway in England, and it did not disappoint. Haye, if I was to make a video and try to predict that, I would have thought Haye was probably going to win a decision in this fight. I didn't see him being able to stop Chisora. The other thing that I did not foresee is that Chisora just basically was as reckless and careless as he could be, and that's how he got caught and knocked out. And all kudos to David Haye for doing something that Vitaly Klitschko couldn't do, albeit that Vitaly Klitschko was hurt during the fight with Dereck Chisora. That's, you know, when David Haye behaves in the ring like he did against Dereck Chisora, I've got no complaints about him. He did his job, he did what he was supposed to do, and actually exceeded my expectations. So I've got no issues with him. It's when he talks a bigger game than his boxing produces. And I know he's calling out Vitaly Klitschko, and you know what? I've got no problems with that, because if you want to fight the real threat in the division, which he's already fought one of them, you know, the pinky toe thing aside, he got blown out by Vladimir Klitschko after talking this big game about how he's going to knock him out when he touched his chin and all this other kind of stuff. The Vitaly thing, I think, is a little more... I'm not saying Haye has a better chance of beating Vitaly, because I don't think he does, but age is a boxer's worst enemy, and I think Vitaly Klitschko has been working with a lot of borrowed time as of late. His body's kind of breaking down, and if there's a time that David Haye can beat him, the longer that fight takes to be made, the better it is for David Haye, in my opinion. I still make Vitaly Klitschko a solid favorite against him, but because the more dangerous a guy is that fights the Klitschkos, the better they usually are against them, and the more motivated they usually are. In regards to Dereck Chisora, I just think, I mean, he performed admirably too. I mean, I think Haye's skills, you know, showed themselves to be, you know, without a doubt, superior. And when Chisora got reckless, that's when he got caught with that a massive uppercut, massive left hook, and you know, you give it to Haye for standing in the pocket and delivering in a way he hasn't, in my opinion, in the past. I know a lot of you are going to come out here and say, well, he did against Enzo Maccarinelli. I mean, look at what's happened to Maccarinelli's career since that fight, and that should tell you a lot. But that's going to do it for this little show. I'll have probably another one or two uploaded today anyway, because I know a lot of you have been clamoring for preview shows. Nothing really big for the rest of this month of August, but getting into September, there's some bigger stuff. So that's going to do it. Thanks for being with me. Comments below.